everybody, Pam Meyer with Design Works Limited, and I just got back from Las Vegas and I'm just so excited because I saw so many interesting, exciting new things that I want to share with you today. So the one big thing that I saw was color. Color was everywhere. Bright reds, bright blues, lime green, forest green, yellow, orange, you name it, it was out there. So it's kind of fun because it can allow you to tap into your inner crazy and be bold with your design. All the while maybe making the bigger pieces in your house more neutral in the creams or the grays, but then adding the color on top of it. That way when you get tired of that color, you can easily change it up. In the accessory department, it was really fun because we saw big, bold accessories. You know, instead of a lot of little tchotchkes that we've used in the past to make a statement, we're using one big piece, and that kind of makes it more interesting. It makes a bigger statement in the room. Wall art was another big category. It has been in the past as well, and they really came out with some interesting things. So you'll see in some of the pictures I'm going to show you, they used colored pebbles and just made sort of like a river going up your wall, or they had bronze and silver and brass statues that would make a huge impact in an entryway or in an office complex or something like that. They used all kinds of natural materials to make really interesting wall art as well. So it's a good category. It sets the tone for the room and allows you a lot of flexibility and allows you to be creative on your wall art. Lighting was all over the place. You know, it's not your grandma's white ceramic lamp anymore. It's mercury glass on the table lamps and metal sculptures that are lit behind for very interesting light fixtures, giant chandeliers, a lot of wires with little tiny lights on them. It gives it kind of that ethereal type feeling. So the chandeliers were just enormous and also very, very interesting and different with pieces of metal, and as you'll see in the pictures, it just had the whole gamut from real traditional to the wild and crazy. Last season, the area rugs were a lot of animal hides and kind of the more neutral things. This time they came out with just tons of color, and a lot of times when I'm doing a design, I'll start with an area rug and build the design up from there. And this year you could really do that because the area rugs were so vibrant and so colorful that you take a big palette of color on your floor and then build up some neutrals and then add some more punches with your accessories and your pillows and your wall art and your lighting fixtures, and now you created this whole potpourri of color, and it just makes for a really interesting room. Then as far as the furniture went, that again was all across the board. Of course you had the basics. Most of the manufacturers are still putting out a lot of cream and gray in linens and leathers, and chenilles are still really popular. But they're adding animal hides to them and kind of spicing them up with nail heads and metal backs, metal frames, metal legs. So they're spicing it up, not so much in the fabric these right now, but in the ornamentation of the furniture. And also with the rattan, a lot of rattan out there that's really stylized and more sophisticated, with patterns on the back with the rattan that almost makes it look like a beautiful piece of fabric. And then of course the reclaimed is still very big, but it's more refined reclaimed, not the real rustic reclaimed. And then you have thick glass on tabletops. Metal is still really big, and then wood planks that have inlaid metal. So it's a huge variety of things, still mostly contemporary out there. The traditional has kind of died away for the moment anyhow, and like all things, it'll probably come back. But for the moment, it's more the mid-century and the more contemporary look. But it's a little bit for everybody, and you can dial it up or dial it down depending on your personal taste. So there you go. You kind of have a nutshell of what I saw. I took hundreds of pictures, and I couldn't possibly, in the few minutes I have here today with you, to tell you everything that happened. But I'd love to have you come by. I'm very excited about the things I saw, and I'd love to show you pictures of all the new things. And just remember, be bold, be creative, maybe repurpose something or think of something outside the box, use it in a different way. Everything is on the table right now. It's whatever your imagination can think of. So if you need help with that, I'm always here to help you get your creative juices flowing again. So come by and take a look at all the new things. And thanks again for listening.